Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If your Toyota is throwing a P0335 code, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into what this code means, why it's happening, and most importantly, how you can fix it and get your car running smoothly again. So, grab your tools and let's get started. First off, what exactly is a P0335 code? The official definition is Crankshaft position sensor circuit malfunction. In simple terms, your car's brain, the ECU or engine control unit, isn't getting a clear or correct signal from the crankshaft position sensor. This sensor is absolutely critical. It tells the ECU the exact position and rotational speed of the crankshaft. Why is that important? Because the ECU uses this data to control spark timing and fuel injection. When that signal is lost or erratic, your engine doesn't know when to fire the spark plugs or inject fuel, leading to all sorts of problems. You might be experiencing some noticeable symptoms. The most common one is the check engine light illuminating on your dashboard. You might also find your engine cranks, but refuses to start. Or it might start, but run very rough, misfire, or stall intermittently, especially when it warms up. In some cases, you could notice a significant drop in fuel economy or a general lack of engine power. These are all classic signs that the crankshaft sensor is failing to do its job. So, where is this elusive sensor? On most Toyota engines, you'll find the crankshaft position sensor located near the bottom of the engine. It's typically mounted on the engine block or the timing cover, right next to the main crankshaft pulley, that big wheel at the front of the engine that drives your accessory belts. On other models, especially those with a transaxle setup, they might be located at the rear of the engine, near the flywheel or flex plate, often accessible after removing a small cover on the transmission bell housing. A quick search for your specific Toyota model and year will give you the exact location, but it's always going to be reading the teeth on either the crankshaft pulley or the flywheel. Now, for the diagnosis. How do we confirm the sensor is the culprit? The most reliable way is by backprobing the sensor's signal wire. You can visually inspect the waveform it's producing. A healthy sensor will generate a clean, consistent square or sine wave pattern as the engine cranks. If you see a messy, intermittent, or completely flat line, you've found your problem. Don't have an oscilloscope? No worries. A good quality scan tool can also help. Many scan tools can display live data, including engine RPM. While cranking the engine, you should see an RPM reading. If it stays at 0, that's a strong indicator that the ECU isn't getting a signal from the crank sensor. You can also check the sensor's internal resistance with a multimeter and compare it to the specifications in your service manual. Once you've confirmed the sensor is faulty, it's time for the fix. The most common solution is to simply replace the crankshaft position sensor. First, disconnect the negative battery terminal for safety. Then, locate the sensor. Unplug the electrical connector and remove the single bolt holding it in place. It can be in a tight spot, so you might need a socket wrench with an extension. Before installing the new sensor, take a moment to clean the mounting surface. Also, it is a great idea to apply a tiny bit of clean engine oil to the O-ring on the new sensor. This helps it slide in easily and create a good seal. Install the new sensor. Tighten the bolt to the correct torque. Don't over-tighten it, and reconnect the electrical harness. But hold on, don't celebrate just yet. After replacing the sensor, it's crucial to inspect the wiring harness. Look for any signs of damage. The sensor is often in a hot, oily environment, and over time wires can become brittle, frayed, or melted. Check for corrosion in the connector pins as well. A poor connection can mimic a failed sensor and give you the same P0335 code. If you find any damaged wiring, you'll need to repair or replace that section of the harness to ensure a reliable connection. After the repair, reconnect the battery. Clear the trouble codes with your scan tool and start the engine. Let it run for a bit and take it for a test drive to make sure the check engine light stays off and the engine runs smoothly. A P0335 code can seem intimidating, but with a logical approach, it's a very manageable DIY repair. That's a wrap for today's guide on the Toyota P0335 code. I hope this video helps you get your car back on the road. If you found this information useful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and happy wrenching.